Roman Reigns has been the WWE Universal Champion for more than 480 days. Let's face it, Roman's Universal title run has been the only interesting thing on WWE television, and has resulted in some interesting feuds, besides the Edge vs Seth Rollins feud, which I think was the best WWE feud in 2021. Roman Reigns has defeated every challenger put in his path, be it clean, or with some help from the bloodline, and each victory continued to build his credibility as the Universal Champion. However, no title reign lasts forever, and I'm predicting that during 2022 someone in the WWE roster, or whatever is left of it, will be chosen to dethrone the Tribal Chief and become the new Universal Champion. Now, whilst I do not have any predictions on who this person will be, I do hope that WWE takes advantage of Reigns' amazing title run and give it to someone who deserves it, ideally a young up-and-coming star who will get so much momentum from this historic victory over Roman Reigns. After 12 years working with WWE, 2021 saw the shocking release of Wyndham Rotunda, better known as Bray Wyatt. Amongst the many WWE talent cuts that we saw, this had to be the most jaw-dropping one, and to this day, I still find it so bizarre that WWE creative did not have any plans for this guy. It also shocks me to see Wyatt's creativity go to waste in the hands of poor creative. Pro wrestling fans worldwide have been speculating an AEW debut for Bray Wyatt leading the Dark Order. In recent weeks, AEW programming started featuring some arguments within this stable, since with the passing of Brody Lee they were left without a leader. Bray Wyatt would be the perfect replacement and would definitely give some meaning to the name Dark Order. So many different and creative debuts are possible here, and AEW would be very lucky to obtain this man on their roster. Being away from wrestling for 5 months, it's only a matter of time when we see Bray Wyatt back in the ring, and my prediction is at AEW during 2022. Dante Martin is one of the fast-rising stars of AEW, managing to impress fans with his technical ability and high-flying wrestling style. Dante and his brother Darius signed with AEW as the tag team of Top Flight. However, when Darius went down with injury, AEW took advantage of this and gave Dante a well-deserving singles push, which quickly elevated this young athlete's career within a matter of a few weeks. The 20-year-old wrestler has such a bright future in front of him with AEW, and considering the push he's been getting and his very impressive wrestling skills, I wouldn't be shocked to see him in the TNT Championship picture alongside Cody Rhodes and eventually be the next TNT champion. With the great heel run Cody is about to have, Dante Martin would be ideal to dethrone Cody and continue his momentum with the championship for the majority, or at least part of 2022. Santana and Ortiz haven't really done much of anything during 2021. With the Young Bucks carrying the AEW Tag Team Championships throughout most of the year, I personally thought Proud and Powerful would be the ones who defeat the Bucks. However, that opportunity was given to the Lucha Brothers. No complaints there. Pentagon and Rey Fenix are my favorite tag team in all of pro wrestling. However, in my eyes, Santana and Ortiz were more deserving of a push at the time. I feel like AEW has given so much importance to trios matches recently and put tag team wrestling on the sidelines, when we don't even have trios championships yet, so I don't understand their philosophy in this regard. I would have preferred to see a Lucha Brothers vs Lucha Express feud to close off 2021, however I think AEW will start that feud in the first quarter of 2022 considering their recent hints on this. Santana and Ortiz are an amazing tag team who have been getting in very good shape and looking to improve themselves as a group. A feud with the Lucha Brothers for the tag team championships would be so good to watch, and they would simply continue where they had left off in their previous matches. A simple feud which lets the tag team wrestling abilities of these teams take center stage. When Brian Cage first debuted in the Casino Ladder match at Double or Nothing, he established himself to be a great contender for the World Championship. Following his work in Impact and Lucha Underground, fans know Brian Cage as a dominant force in pro wrestling, and with Taz by his side, Brian was seen to be a serious threat to Jon Moxley's title run. Unfortunately, with the addition of Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs and the formation of Team Taz, Brian Cage took the back seat and seemed to be a bit lost in the shuffle. We started seeing him less and less, and the few times we did see him on TV it felt like he was not in the center of attention as he should have been. Brian Cage's wife even tweeted about this.
Indies, Impact, Lucha Underground, where I met him, know that he's a superstar. All you have to do is Google him and watch all his matches. PWG. He's a superstar and he's being misused right now.
Could we see Brian Cage asking for his release from AEW in 2022? With the recent push of Wardlow, I personally think so, unless Tony Khan has some good ideas for this guy to return to television with a better gimmick. We'll have to wait and see,